Hello, my name is Nathan Guevara. My heritage project is about tamarind fruit candy. I will explain the following. What is tamarind? Where is it found? What can be done with it? Why it's important to me? And finally, I will show you a video of my dad and I making tamarind candy. Tamarind is a fruit that grows all around the world. For example, Indonesia, the continent of Africa, Guatemala, where my mom grew up, and southern Mexico, where my dad's parents grew up. Tamarind grows on trees in tropical-like areas. Because it likes warm and moist areas, tamarind grows year-round. Tamarind is a fruit that grows in a pod like a green bean. It grows between 3 to 6 inches long. It has a brown fruit with seeds and is covered in a hard brown shell. Tamarind is used in many ways as a food ingredient. It has a juicy, sour, sweet, tangy taste. Many people eat it raw, without the shell, of course. Other people make tamarind into a paste and combine it with other food ingredients. In India, tamarind is used as a condiment, which means it is used with a food dish. In countries like Thailand, tamarind is cooked with very hot spices. In Mexico and Latin American countries, tamarind is also used in food to make a refreshing drink and my favorite, candy. My dad and mom grew up eating tamarind. Both my parents have had tamarind in a drink. In Spanish, the drink is known as agua de tamarindo, or tamarind water. This is a perfect summer beverage. But the best way my parents enjoyed tamarind is as a candy. My family really enjoys eating tamarind, and they want me to enjoy it too. Today, my family buys me or makes dulce de tamarindo. Tamarind is important to me because my dad's parents grew up in Mexico, and my mom grew up in Guatemala, where tamarind is commonly grown and eaten. Tamarind is very rare in this part of the United States, so we have to buy it online or ask my grandparents to send us some. Today, I get my tamarind candy online from mexgrocery.com. I can also get tamarind candy by calling my grandparents. Today, my dad makes tamarind candy in a pulp for my brother and me. Here's how he makes it.
Alright, so here we are. We're going to make some tamarind candy today. Here's very simple ingredients. The first thing you need, obviously, are some tamarind. This is fresh stuff from Wegmans. You can see it's got a shell. You're going to need a bowl to rinse it. You're also going to need a saucepan to cook it. We want to be able to cook it because it makes it into a sweet paste. And some sugar, about half a cup of sugar, maybe to 2/3 cup of sugar, depending on how much sugar you want. The other thing that we like to use is some good old spice. This is a very delicious spice that we use, and it gives it a little tang to the tamarind candy. So when you take it apart, you got to make sure that you take as much of the shell as possible. When you put it in the water, what you end up doing is you can take out some of these pieces that are a little harder to take out. So when you're done taking it off of the shell, here's what you've got. And you just stick it inside a bowl and you put some water in there.
Okay, we're back. We took off all the shells, and now we are ready for the next step.
Alright, so we've got some water here, and what we want to do obviously is make sure that the pulp stays inside. Not a lot of water, just enough to cover it. So we're going to go ahead and pour in the full amount of the water with the tamarind here in the into the saucepan. So the other thing that we do here is add a little bit of sugar. So we'll go ahead and just put in some sugar here. The other thing we like to do again is add a little bit of some chili powder with a little bit of lime that comes with it. This is a really, really good ingredient. Again, it's just part of the culture to have the candy with a little bit of spice on it. So we'll go ahead and let that boil and come back in just a minute. Alright, so we've got ahead and placed all of the tamarind and the water into the saucepan, and now we've got a good boil taking place. So we're going to let this continue to boil and also stir it as it boils. Alright, so this has gotten much more, as you can tell, you've got the seeds. Now the seeds are fun to spit out. Nathan doesn't really like it.
I do.
But what are you going to do? Alright, so we've reached the consistency that we've wanted to achieve, and what I went ahead and did was the ingredient that brings it all together is the sugar. So I went ahead and used the rest of the sugar. So we're back to our tamarind candy, and as you can see, we've got very good consistency here. What I did is we've got a little snack size bag, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of the candy inside of the bag, and this helps us preserve it and eat it as well, because it's very, very sticky candy. You close it up, and again, because we're boys and we're lazy, we like to make things easy. And so what you do is you'll end up making a little hole right here, and you can also just eat the candy straight from the bag and just squeeze it until you get it all out. And that's how you make tamarind candy.
This is so amazing.